How's it going, everybody? I'm back. The internet had some issues here. Something was going on. I didn't have internet for 2.5 days. Couldn't stream, couldn't do much, couldn't upload anything. Now it's back. Finally, I'm back with some magic. And I can't get enough of Explorer for now. We have a spicy one here. Torrential Gearhulk and Creativity. We just played Creativity, not Creativity, well, I played a bunch of different versions of Creativity, not this one yet, and I just played with Gearhulk and Opus in the Jeskai Nata deck that just, I don't know, wasn't that exciting. If you've seen that video, you can check it out to see Jeskai Nata in Explorer in action. In any case, this is a different type of Creativity, Torrential Gearhulk Magma Opus build. In the past, in Historic, for example, they used to put Opus Creativity into one shell, but in Historic you had Mystic's Mastery, a little bit stronger of a card than Torrential Gearhulk, perhaps. So you don't have that one here, but you have Gearhulk you can find with Creativity and then do some really, really nasty things. Like with Prismari Command, Fable of the Mirror Breaker, big score. You can discard Sublime Epiphany and or Magma Opus, and then get multiple Gearhulks after getting treasures, and flash these powerful spells back. Especially Sublime Epiphany is one hell of a spell with Gearhulk. It can copy the Gearhulk, bounce an online permanent, and counter a spell and draw a card. And when you copy a Gearhulk, you get another Enter the Battlefield trigger from the Gearhulk, and you can just go completely crazy. Yeah. That is sort of what's going on here. The deck otherwise just plays Censor as cycling and early interaction. I have one Negate here, I have Fire Prophecies, and the rest is just cycling. It's a pretty straightforward deck. Honestly, you could convince me to play maybe a copy of Valakut Awakening over a mountain. I'm not super high confident about that, but this is a nice card to just, you know, when you have like multiples of things, it's nice to cycle them through. And it's also just a land. It's a little unfortunate, I guess, that in this deck you kind of want to discard things like Sublime Epiphany. But still, it's just still a good card. If like we have all these clunky cards, 7 6-drops, 4 8-drops. Sometimes it's nice to, if you draw too many of them, to just be able to cycle them away. Yeah, straightforward decks. Sideboard is pretty straightforward too. Soulguide Lantern, Aether Gust, Negate, Fry. We all know those. Mystical Dispute, Anger of the Gods. One copy of Storm's Wrath. Good against mono green. They have some 4 toughness creatures like Steel Leaf Champion, Questing Beast, and the Old Growth Troll. And then we have 2 copies of Commence the Endgame. Just some Haymaker that you can also flash back with Torrential Gearhulk against control decks. Nonetheless, I think blue-white control is going to be a little difficult. At least it used to be in the past for Creativity-style decks, and I don't see much changing here. We have Fable as one of our best threats against blue-white. We have to have it early, and then we maybe can annoy them a little bit with these creatures. And then later on, perhaps flash in a Gearhulk end of turn, do something like that. We'll see. We'll see. The deck list I found on MTGA Zone, where there was someone. Where's the deck? Where's the deck? Where's the deck? Here. Where there was someone going rank 13 with the deck. Pretty impressive. I also built a version of this deck myself without a sideboard yet. And, well, I could have played with my own version, but I think I just want to choose this one. Did some slight changes to that one as well, like some, you know, beauty changes. But this seems like a nice starting point to be working with the deck. To start working with the deck. Alright. This hand is on the draw. Yeah, I mean, I can make it work. Missing the 2-drop. So the name of the player was Fresh Lob. Alright. Went rank 24 in Mythic with Creativity. Against Angels. Very nice planes. Very nice. French. Antoine? My god. Yep. This is all fine, I suppose, for now. Fire Prophecy. Last turn you would have been nice, huh? Just kill that angel for good. No, I think I just have to play a Fable and get going onto the board. And yeah. Oi. Uh-huh. Alright. Alright. That's enough for me. Stormcarved, I guess. Fry, Anger of the Gods. Yeah, I mean, my opponent gets 2 angels here. They get additional counters. They have 5/5 and 6/6. Yeah, there's just no way I'm winning that game ever. Because they also gain like 8 life here for these 2 to trigger. Anyways, I just want to explain it so nobody's like, Arne, you just conceded so early yet again. You never fight it out. Yeah, no. I do know when I lost. 2 Anger of the Gods on the play. I think they're a bit bad. I mean, the Stormcarved is a bit better here as well, right? Because it kills the Bishop and the Valkyrie. Maybe Stormcarved is just a nice one these days compared to Anger of the Gods. Languish too, right? Black has Languish. Anyways, this is not a black deck, so yeah. I guess I just cut some prophecies, maybe. Censor is really nice here. All my cards are kind of nice. I could just trim a big score. I must say, this deck is not playing Dwarven Mine, which makes the mana more difficult, of course. But this is interesting. 1 land away from happiness. This deck does not play Dwarven Mine. Which is the jury is out on that, I'd say. You could certainly play, like, it's just tough to say. Dwarven Mine, really, you have to play cards like Fabled Passage and Triomes that essentially are there to enable your Dwarven Mine, and those lands are just so much worse than the mana base that this deck has. This version of Blue-Red Creativity, which is just like 16 clean duels with minimal downsides. So yeah, it's hard to tell for me if the Dwarven Mine stuff is better or wanted. Maybe it is. I mean, it is pretty good. I think that one I don't care about. Interesting. Everyone's thinking about the block here. Yeah, let's tap a little different. I mean, I could get a Gearhulk into play here, but it doesn't do anything. Maybe I was supposed to discard the Fry, then get the Gearhulk down. Just play a tempo type game. Like, what I'm gonna do here is... I'm just gonna fry... I guess I should have discarded the big score, perhaps, yeah. A little hasty of me. Now getting multiple Gearhulk doesn't even do anything, really. I mean, that's not what I meant to say. It does something, of course, but only one fry will be basically cast. I guess I could just hard cast a Gearhulk 2 here. But then I could just creativity and then I get another 5/6. I mean, this is just, no matter what I do, like, this game is so over. I don't need anything anymore. Like, yeah, this happens. I'll just do this. Kill that. Then I can copy the Gearhulk. Yeah. Yeah. Fry is pretty good. Okay. What now? Less time for fun stuff, I guess. Need some angers. Feeling angry today. You really just need to kill the early things and then Opus at best with the Gearhulk. I think the Epiphany we can trim even lower, just play another Fire Prophecy. It's not like Epiphany is really the end-all be-all here. I mean, it is pretty good, but it needs more work because you need to have discard for it to work. And I guess what I'm trying to say is that you don't necessarily need it if you have the Opus. Yeah, I mean, if you have the Opus, you definitely don't need it. I guess the reason for it being in the deck is that you just want more Haymaker spells that you flash back with the Gearhulk. Ugh. No, thank you. Okay. Alright. Let's hope for no bishop, I guess. On turn 2. Bishop is the worst. That one is also annoying. But we're gonna be fine. Fable is really, really good in this deck, I guess, because you're super happy to discard your instants. Oh my god. Interesting. I could anger here. Huh. Probably should. Just cleaning 2 creatures away. No company, please. Bishop, speaker, okay. Another Curie going up to 25. This is not good. This brings them up to 26. And then they can start making angels. I think I just gotta... kill that one. Then draw cards, I think. Okay. Maybe like this. I'm just gonna big score next turn. Maybe I just discard these 2. I need to find more instants. Alright. And I need them to not find anything crazy. That's enough for bumping it to 29, 39, 34. Yeah, this is 10 damage over there. The Angel deck is pretty punishing. Yeah, and because I didn't have any Opus here, I can't even survive. Really, we'll see, I guess. So I can blow up these two, and then cast big score Prismari Command, which will lead me to have another land I play. This cost me 5, so I have 3 treasures at max and a land, so I have 4 mana. I have 2 lethal flying blockers. I have 2 5/6 on the ground. The Prismari Command can shoot 2 and 3 I can shoot there. I guess I can kill off the Valkyrie. I also get spirits when I do that. Right, because it's bishop in play. I don't know. I mean, yeah. I mean, I can't find the Opus anymore, right? Like, no. Yeah, I'm super screwed. I think that I have no outs here. Maybe if I draw Anger of the Gods with this big score. I mean, what might have lost me this game here is that I did not have Sublime Epiphany. So if I want to have Anger of the Gods, I'm gonna make a treasure, shoot 2 here. This makes me 4 treasures. Just don't have enough mana to even kill then this off with an Anger. I'm just gonna die. Tough. Tough. Otawara. Ooh. Yeah, that's it. Angels beat me. Yeah, I mean, if I would have had a Sublime Epiphany there, I could have... I mean, yeah, that would have made things easier. I would have copied and killed... bounced the Valkyrie. So in the end, sure, maybe I was not supposed to board out this Epiphany. The Anger on turn 3, I was just like a turn too slow that game, really. That was it. If I'm on the play, I'd probably win that game. Yeah. Wow, I'm in 99%. Rough times. Yorian is our opponent. Saga of Trion. What the heck? Okay. Cool. Some Nif-Mizzet deck, I guess. Should I just play big score? If I get like Dovins vetoed, I'm gonna cry. But just playing Prismari Command also doesn't seem that... It's a little safer, I guess. Omen of the Sea. Funny thing is that we can just play blue-red control, perhaps, in this game. Like, that's the nice part about Gearhulk, right? That you can just flash it in the opponent's turn. It's reasonable to cast. And at that point, you can just flashback Opus and do that. It's a little stronger than casting an Agent of Treachery, for example. Opponent shocking themselves. Interesting. Another Omen. I wonder if I should just Opus here now. Get my cards, you know. Might be worthwhile. Instead of walking into a counterspell, because this Gearhulk resolving is really important, and I don't know what exactly is going on over there, but I just want to resolve this Gearhulk. Kaboosh. Alright, and next turn, things get frisky. If I get to copy a Gearhulk, that's the stuff that's going on here. Right, Enigmatic Incarnation. Interesting, we're playing Enchantment Birthing Pod. Cool, cool. Anyways, yeah, if I get to copy Epiphany, like if I get to counter a spell in the next turn of Epiphany, then I can copy the Gearhulk, flashback the Epiphany, copy the Gearhulk again, and I have triple Gearhulk. It's pretty nasty. It's pretty nasty. Prophecy can go. And Dispute and Negate are welcome, I guess. Lantern. Aether Gust, maybe. Let's go. Yeah, Storm's Wrath. I mean, Storm's Wraths make me kind of excited because Anger of the Gods. I mean, I love Anger of the Gods, but in the current environment, with Angels being a deck and Mono Green Stompy, Storm's Wrath might just be the truth compared to Anger. Like, you already have Fire Prophecy, so you can already deal 3 damage easily. Storm's Wrath kind of hits the sweet spot of, or let's say the weak spot. Oh my god, that thing is insane against me. Well, not insane, but certainly shuts off my plan of countering anything. And I boarded out my prophecies. Okay. Pretty nice, pretty nice. They get to tutor up there. Whatever they want to tutor up. They could tutor up Omen of the Sea. Wow, that's an interesting one to tutor up. Like Gideon's Intervention, I think, is legal, and then they can name Gearhulk, something like that. Just play Fable, I believe. Both. Alright. I want to have the treasures from the Goblin. I don't really care about them dealing me damage. I don't think this is a racing game. Oh, okay. That's pretty good. I should have put a stop to maybe blow this up with Prismari Command in response. Well. Yeah, they are going to exile my Opus. Sure. So, do I want to draw cards or make treasures? Could also use this first. Discard the land. And then I have 4 treasures. Then I use Prismari Command, blow up one of these. This would just... basically cost me a treasure, essentially. But it draws me 2 cards deeper. This also draws me 2 cards deeper. I think I'll just do this and do... No, I do this and that. Wait, I can also kill this Moonblast guy. But I really want this in my graveyard. So I can flash it back, double Gearhulk next turn. Don't really care about the Moonblast, I think. I can take another hit, who cares? So I'll just destroy Artifact and draw 2. Put this in my bin. Next turn I'm gonna Creativity, get 2 Gearhulks. And live a happy life. Yeah, I mean, I suppose the really annoying part is that Graveyard Hate is quite good against this deck. You don't really have a good workaround. I mean, the Hearse dies to Prismari Command, and lots of people are playing that as their graveyard interaction of choice, so that I guess is pretty nice. But yeah, otherwise, it's a little tough. They have graveyard interaction. Rest in peace. Mystical Dispute. Block? No? I could get Trips Gearhulk. I guess why not, right? 5, 6 mana. Blow up these 3. Then make treasure. I even have Mystical Dispute up. Dup. Oh, I should be careful. Make a red. So I don't blow up the treasure. That I'm actually... Like, I don't use the mana for the treasure. I'm actually... wanna eat. Alright. Boom, boom, boom. And we're big scoring. And we're doing this. And we're doing this, I guess. Whatever. No. Concede. Okay. Fine by me. Would have blown up a cleric. Just make a treasure. And then the other one draws 2 cards. Then I'm passing the turn with a Mystical Dispute up. 3 treasures in play. And 19 power? 17 power? Graveyard Hate. How do you circumvent Graveyard Hate? I mean, game 1. I guess Graveyard Trespass is the big one, right? That's like the really annoying one that is going to work on your graveyard. You can't really disrupt it that well. I'm gonna play, sure. Cycle Censor. I don't have a 3rd land yet. I don't know, I might need it. Maybe I should have cycled. Yeah. Awkward. Could have slammed the Fable there, but it seems risky against blue-white. into like Divide Disruption. Trips Spirebluff. Damn. So many prophecies. Arena crashed? Yep, it did crash. Prismari Command, discard 2 fire prophecies. Apparently that leads to a crash, guys, so... You heard it here first. Let's go and report it, so it doesn't happen again. Yeah, report it. Good luck. Good luck with that. My opponent lost their rank, as you can not see or see. Behind my head. Anyways, so we drew a Gearhulk. And that means I can technically party if they ever tap out. If they ever tap out. If. Because I have Opus in the grave. But they won't tap out so easily. I have a Negate in my deck. That'd be nice to find. Interesting. Gearhulk or Fable? What's worse? Or better? I mean, the Gearhulk is arguably a lot more powerful. The lands I could have discarded, but I'm a little low on lands here, so... Sokenzan. That might be a reasonable card to have. 4, 7 mana. If I play this as an 8th mana, then I can play this as a 9th mana and then play Fable and still have Gearhulk in the same turn. Alright, let's go with that. And I still have Sokenzan for later. Okay. Well, now I'm just gonna play Gearhulk. They can have Wrath of God, but that's fine by me. I mean, Wrath of God is not legal, but I don't know what they could have. Farewell, I guess. I'll draw 2 cards, so it's cool. Even if they have something like that. And yeah, doing it in the upkeep just runs into Absorb. Anything like that. Farewell would be pretty good. Portable, sure. No land. But no Wandering Emperor mana up. 5. What now? Just pass? Play Fable? Six cards. I think they have a counter spell. They're not gonna use it. Interesting. They don't have a counter spell. Or maybe they do, but they're just trying to find Farewell. Or something in that regard. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's some powerful stuff. I mean, Farewell would be pretty strong here. Depop. That's fine. That is fine by me. What now? Just get a Gearhulk down, big score. What the... I guess I can discard this. Yeah. Make some copies here. Problem is that I run into another depop. But I can build a huge board and draw a bunch of cards, essentially. Right. I think I'm just gonna go for that. Open. Oh, yeah, okay. Hallelujah. Boah. So my plan was to just cast this and then start copying things. Now with the Opus, things get more interesting. So I can discard the Opus, then use all my treasures, which will leave me without any treasures. That's a little rough. So I can discard the Opus, and now I can Creativity for 1. The time is running. Get a Gearhulk. Flashback this Epiphany. Copy. Draw a card. And now we draw a card. And then we flashback Opus. Target face. Alright, I got there in the end, somehow, some way. There's a Negate, but I'm out of mana. So now I need a sweeper again, and we still have a stacked hand, even if they have a sweeper. I even get to draw a card. So, slow and steady, slow and steady. There's another Opus, because why not? 4, 6, 7, 8 mana. Just pass, I guess. I can discard the Opus, then I have 2 treasures and 5 that will not have me have counter. So I'm just gonna do nothing here, I think. There's no rush. I could just hard cast an Opus. Like grind through the counter magic one by one. I think I might just do that. I could just cast an Gearhulk as well, but then I have Negate up, then I can attack with the Hall of Storm Giants. They have 4 cards. I think I'm just gonna do this. They're probably gonna use one of their counter spells, like an Absorb or something, and then next turn I have like Gearhulk Negate. And if they don't counter, they're in trouble too. So yeah. So I have 9 mana.
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me. Let your blade do the talking.
I could have done this in the upkeep, I guess, but if they have double counterspell as their last card, wouldn't resolve. So I guess I'm doing it now, and now they need... Sorry about that. I'm just gonna be right back. Just the package. So they just passed the turn to me? Cool. They technically have this 7/7 over there to block with. I found the line to kill them. I can just attack for 9. And then I can Epiphany, copy my Gearhulk, counter the activated ability. And I mean, this doesn't do anything by itself. So what I'm going to do is counter, copy, target player draws a card. Copy this, target player draws a card, and now I can Prismari Command flashback, deal them 2 damage. If they would have activated the hall, I can counter the activated ability of activating the hall. And then do the same, like copy and deal them 2. I can also make another copy if I want to. And then repeat. But yeah, we're good. We're good! Okay, that was pretty cool. So, yeah. Whisper Control. 60 cards, no Yorion. Just blue-white splashing for Vanishing Verse so far. Nazit is really annoying. That one I would not like to see. So what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Fry. Commence. Dispute. I think I'm just gonna board out some of these creativities. They're like so bad against the veto. Same with big score, it's pretty risky against counter magic. I don't know. It just seems better than Prismari Command and the like. Gonna keep it. One land is not too much. Interesting. Just bottom the island, I guess. Could bottom the Opus. Oh no. That's pretty good. Oops. I played the wrong land. Oh my god. I just got distracted in my head. I of course wanted to do this. Yeah, anyways. I was like thinking that Rest in Peace is really not that popular these days. Even the blue-white lists don't play the card. So it's kinda unlucky to hit it here, but yeah. No, I messed up. I was just like thinking about that and not thinking about the game, and then I forgot to play the right land there. It's okay. Okay. So otherwise I would have already had a Fable in play here. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, that's a 1-2 punch. Rest in Peace, Dovin's Veto in my deck doesn't function anymore. Pretty much. You would need more... Shark Typhoon type of things that go around counter magic. I think at this point, Mystical Dispute, I just want to get it out of my hand. The game is prolonging. The Negate is going to be better. Or not. I could have Mystical Disputed that one. But this is just a 4-4 when it dies. Rest in Peace will mean, this card is really terrible. So I'm happy to see it, I guess. Alright, down to 2 cards over there. I'm down to 2 cards. Yeah, I don't know why Edgar is in their deck in this matchup. They're not making a land drop. Oh, okay, that's a powerful one. So, no Memory Deluge, very reactive hand. I have the Opus now. Insta fetch. They played 2 Javai Disruptions, so for game 3, just, yeah, they do have those. Do I just make a move? It's so obvious that they have counter magic, right? I think I'll just play the draw go game. I also don't want to use my treasure. Yeah, like I want to wait for this. Oh yeah, I can bounce the rest in peace, huh? Then maybe count it on the way back. Alright. Okay, this really worked out. I'm glad I was patient. Memory Deluge goes into exile, and then the rest in peace gets bounced, so that's perfect as well. Okay. Yikes. They're prepared. Jeez. Okay. Brutal. Not attacking? No. If I'd be playing a high level tournament, I'd be putting stops, but I don't know, this is not worth it. Alright, I guess. It's a jump blocker. The Force Distortion was... That was off the top, right? That Force Distortion. That was a really good top deck for them. Hall of Storm Giants. Powerful card. Just a island that can finish the game in 3 turns. If they wouldn't have had... If that would have just been an island, game might have prolonged along a lot more. Alright. Any changes? Not really. I think I'm happy. Need to draw this Commence. What distortion? Jesus Christ. Yeah, that one. Yeah, just gotta be fast with Fables, I guess. Sneak under that. Hope that Fable resolves. Which isn't easy. I mean, they have Dovin's Veto, Sinister Sabotage, and Javai Disruption, so playing it on turn 3 is risky. Slam it. I wish I would have had that last turn. Then I would have slammed the Fable, because then at least I trade with Dovin's Veto. Trading with a Javai Disruption I really want to avoid. Best. can just play Fable now. You can also play big score end of turn or in their upkeep. Discarding what? Riverglide Pathway or Censor. Playing Fable here lures out the veto, right? They can't have Sinister. They have to have veto or nothing. And if they have nothing, it's pretty good for me. So, yeah. They probably have Vanishing Verse, sure. Oh, March, okay. Makes me think that they don't have Vanishing Verse. Because if they have Vanishing Verse there, they probably use the 2 mana to kill off the Fable. And then later on the March to kill off the guy. Interesting. Just this one. Maybe the land. Maybe the Censor. Censor seems kind of decent here. I think I'm just going to discard the Opus. The mana in this deck is really, really good. I wonder if you can make Dwarven Mine work. It's tough. Could just big score Censor or Epiphany. I think I'll just big score Censor. Creativity looks really strong. If they have Teferi, Dovin's Veto here, that'd be bad. But otherwise... yeah, I could have let the Emperor resolve, technically. Okay, this is lights out for my opponent. I'm just gonna flash poke these Opuses back, hit them for 8. And I think I kill off the Kiki actually, because I'm gonna have so much power on the board that the only way they get out of this is a sweeper, and then I'd rather have the treasure, of course, than the Kiki Jiki. The Kiki Jiki is complete overkill. All right. Oh, my hand. It's unreal. Yeah, go ahead and depopulate me, whatever. I don't care. I'm gonna make 7/7s here, uncounterable. Are you 1 by 1? 1 by 1? Yeah? Let's go. 1 by 1. This is plenty of lethal. I guess they have an Emperor. No. Brazen Borrower. Gotcha. Gotcha. Alright. Beating control. I like it. When I played the... is it creativity stuff? Usually, I mean the Agent of Treachery things or Titan of Industry, those type of decks. Yeah, you board it into Nezahal, which Nezahal in itself is pretty good, but it just felt tough. Like game 1 felt pretty unplayable, and then yeah, I don't know. This deck has some heavier hitters. Like heavier hitters. Is that even English? Magma Opus, hardcast. Gearhulk, hardcast. Epiphany even is a pretty decent spell. You can get it to resolve. There's more agency against control with this deck. All right. Plains black-red. Sorry about that. Maybe it's just Epiphany. I'm gonna big score discard Opus at some point. I think just like the prophecy is not really needed here. Because I have Censor for Chandra, and it doesn't look like they have an aggressive draw. And I kind of want to keep my 6-drop, because Rakdos has Falsies. Games tend to go longer, and it's nice to have some power. Just gonna discard, make a treasure. Okay, so now I discard Opus. And big score? So I can Epiphany? 4 cards. Maybe just a land. Could also discard Prophecy. Maybe maybe I should have discarded big score. Maybe. Bone Crusher. Fable. Fable. I think Fable's actually the card I want to discard here, because they like they have Fatal Push and other things, and I really want to have more treasures, so if I find Creativity, I'll be able to, you know, pop them off. If I play Fable there, they're just gonna kill my Goblin, and later on kill my Kiki with like a Bone Crusher. They have plenty of removal. The worst thing they could find is Graveyard Trespasser. That'd be the literal worst. I think I can go to 16, that's fine. Could also use Prophecy. But if they have another Chandra, I kind of want to counter that. Nice. Well played, Arne. Be patient with the Prophecy there. So you get to keep your treasures. Oh, baby. Let's go. I mean, if they had the Epiphany in the graveyard, things would get even more ugly for my opponent. But, yeah. It's just keeping the Epiphany. I could have discarded the Epiphany earlier, right? Into like the Prismari Command. But keeping it in hand sort of gives me the insurance that if I don't find any of the powerful things like Creativity or Gearhulk soon, that I will still have a 6-drop then to do stuff with. Anyways, interesting. I have a lot of technically good cards here, like Aether Gust, Anger, and Storm's Wrath are not bad. Commence is like a 2-for-1 in the late game. I don't know, honestly. I think Anger has to be in. Negate. Negate is also not that bad. This is a tough one. Where do I start trimming? Maybe the Fables? Is that the bad card here? But they're gonna take out the the pushes. But they're going to keep the Bone Crushers. Maybe the Fable is too bad on a draw. Stormsdorf might... Nah. It's nothing really with 4 toughness anyways. Put 1 Commence. The graveyard attack is so annoying. I mean, in this matchup, you could even, like... They attack your graveyard, right? But still, you then can, end of turn, maybe... Like, against Graveyard Trespasser. End of turn, you can big score, or do some shenanigans end of turn. And then untap, and then do Creativity. So, the Trespasser, yeah, it's annoying, but... There's ways to circumvent it, because it's only during attacks and only during enter the battlefield. It's not like a Rest in Peace or Soulguide Lantern. It's just like always gonna attack your graveyard. I'm gonna take 3 damage because I have Negate. I want to be able to negate Fable. Duress. Not gonna change a card in my hand. I like my hand. I have like everything covered. Besides maybe creatures. So if they take the Prismari Command, then play another Harvester here, that'd be a bit annoying, but hey, we can't have everything covered. And like, I could cycle away the Negate with the Prophecy there, but Negate's pretty decent, and my hand just looks good. I guess I could have also just let that resolve and do nothing with the Fire Prophecy. And then if they take the Prophecy, I can Prismari Command the Blood Tithe. They're really in the tank here. It's also the end of the season, so people are actually playing for rankings. Top 250 on the Mythic Ladder is going to be qualified automatically for the qualifier weekend. So there's something on the line in these last few days. I'm recording on the 29th. I guess the video is coming out anyways today, so on the 29th. Opponent took the Negate. Alright, so Negate good, confirmed. Oh, they don't have a land drop. Damn. Well, if you don't have a land drop, you should do this main phase to find a land drop. Not do it in my turn. That seems like a clear mistake. Pretty good, pretty good. Pretty good card. But this is a pretty good combination to reset after a go blank. I guess I'm gonna do this. Just if I hit double gear, if I hit another Gearhulk, for example, this is pretty good. Okay. The rest, go blank Thoughtseize. Yeah. That's how you get me. That's the power of red black, I suppose. And a hearse, jeez. Jesus Christ. Well, I have an Opus next turn. I'm gonna tap the Hers with the Opus. So that if I then draw into a Gearhulk or Creativity, I can flash the Opus back. So we know that they missed land drops. So we know that they have 2 lands in they have very, very likely 2 spells in hand right now. They missed a land drop on turn 3. I mean, they might have... Oh, this one is... I was thinking about that card. That card's really freaking good here because it sets me 2 turns back. Wow. I mean, they just had the perfects. I mean... Sure. What a joke, honestly. What a joke. Alright, 1 land away. I mean, if I just draw a land next turn, I'm in a pretty fine spot. Prismari Command is also really good against this board state. If I find that one, I'd be pretty happy. Creativity would also lead to... Well, no, it wouldn't. Because they can Hers in response. Okay. Well, now they have the pressure too, so now they hit me for 7. So I guess now if I draw Creativity and they activate this Hers, I can then get a Gearhulk onto the board. Oh my god. That's so terrible. Oh, that's so bad. I guess I'll just put this Harvest that way, yeah. So now they have exactly 8 damage. Is that correct? No, they have 7. Oh, they have... No, they don't. Yeah. They put it back on top, okay. Gonna hit me for 7, put me to 2. 2 is dangerous. If they didn't have that Commence Command, I think we might have even won against Duress, Go Blank, Thoughtseize, which is pretty ridiculous. And the Hers. But like the Commence Command at the very end, that was really brutal. Setting me back 2 turns. Red-black mid-range. I mean, if I gotta be honest with you, this does not seem like the greatest matchup ever. It's... I don't know, it's doable, I guess. My opponent really had insane amount of disruption this game. So hard to say if it's my deck that's being bad or if my opponent's draw was just very, very good. So you do have a lot of Haymakers in this deck. And against Rakdos, sometimes you just need to make land drops, survive a little bit, and then win by just top decking stuff. Just they don't have any protection against your top decks. Oh my god, deck. Really? Oh, son of a gun. Aether Gust. Negate. Aether Gust. Fable. So much stuff to negate, technically. Just want to know what I want to do. Fable's back in. Commence. Fable on the play. Okay. That one was rough. That was rough. That game. Like they also needed Thoughtseize the turn earlier. I mean, they needed so many. Go Blank Thoughtseize. They just had it all. Had it all. Just had it all. This is a matchup where you're missing Expressive Iteration for sure. This is not a strong top deck in the late game. Okay. That could turn out pretty good. Jesus Christ, dude. Could you just not play like a creature or whatever? How much disruption do you have? How are you thinking about what to take here? How in the world are you taking time to think? What? Oh, you have another discard spell? What the heck is going on? What? Is this an Abrade? They have an Abrade? Are you telling me they have an Abrade? I don't know, guys. I'm playing around the Abrade, I guess. Like, that's just the weirdest thing that anyone could ever do. Like, nobody with a brain would take Prismari Command there. Okay. I mean, I'm happy I waited with the Prismari Command. So now they can exile 2 of those. But this Hearse is gonna die. But yeah, they're keeping up 2 mana again. And they shocked themselves with Blood Crypt, so... And they didn't Bone Crush on me end of turn. I mean, this just might be an Abrade. Look, they have priority too. And they didn't have priority the turn before. I'm not gonna play into the Abrade here. Are they not using it? I'm so confused. I don't know, like, I would put them on Abrade. If they're not using it, maybe they're thinking, oh, maybe I can get my opponent here, you know? And that's why they're keeping it up. They want me to walk into it. Now they have Bone Crusher, interesting. They still have a spell. They still had a spell. Right? Croxa is gonna come back soon too. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's take this, I guess. They're just like, they just got it all. So now I can make a second treasure. So that means Abrade won't be good enough. I mean, maybe I can win this game, maybe. So I'll make a treasure and draw 2, and then if I find Opus or Epiphany or Commence in my top 2, I can discard them. And then, yeah, well, okay. Didn't happen. There's another creativity, and now I'm gonna get only 1 Gearhulk because they have an Abrade. And the Croxa is just gonna kill me because my Gearhulk is not stronger than a Croxa. And here you can see that they have an Abrade, and I played it well. Yeah. All right, kudos to me for reading that, but yeah, the Croxa, jeez, like this matchup either seems very difficult. Oh, my opponent's just very lucky too. So I could get, I guess I can discard these 2, play the lands, so I can top deck a Gearhulk or something. Because now they're gonna return Croxa anyways, and I'm just gonna lose my card. I have perfect 6 for Croxas, like perfect. I mean, I don't want to be delusional. Maybe this matchup's just terrible. Like, it's not terrible. Maybe it's just bad. But my opponent definitely has a Very good draws in both game 2 and 3 here with lots of disruption. It's tough, it's tough. Data braid. Too obvious, too obvious. So am I gonna double block? I kinda have to, I think. It's 9 damage per turn from this Croxa if I don't double block. My opponent even could choose to attack all. What do I do then? Block the Bone Crusher, take 12, go to 3. Man. Red-black is one of the, if not the best deck in the format. And yeah, you like it has some bad matchups, but I think red-black is one of those decks that just against the broad field, it's insanely good. Like it has probably the most positive matchups, but it has some bad matchups. But like there's so many decks that just fall to the deck. So, oh wow. Hallelujah! Oh my god. Wow. 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 All right. We got a game, ladies and gentlemen. So again, anyways, yeah. So I can counter that ability. This only bounces non-land permanents. So I can't bounce the Hive. Copy. Counter. I kind of want them to attack, don't I? Do I? Maybe not. If they attack... then I might be able to kill them in one swoop, because I have 15 power. They have 1 card in hand. So I could let them attack, then counter the Croxa trigger. Bounce the Croxa as well, because why not? No, I shouldn't do that, right? Huh. Eat that, go to free. Yeah, okay, fine. I think I found it. Did I? Okay. No, don't tell me you have another thing. Oh my god. They do seem to have something. What's happening here? Hopefully it's just, I don't know, a Bone Crusher Giant. I'm gonna bounce my own Fable here. With the second Epiphany. Arena. Didn't crash. Opponent's time is running out. No, come on, what is it? Can you not slow roll me like this? What the frick? Hey, seriously? Really? Was it that difficult, yeah? To just cast that Commence command? Was it that difficult, yeah? So many clicks. What are you playing on? Fricking Animago? Jesus Christ. If they have a blank in hand, they're dead. If they have, I don't know, a blank, like a land, whatever, they're just dead. They just died. Because I return this to my hand, have 15 power, eat that, take free, go to free. Their Croxa, discard my Fable. I hit them for 15, they had 14, they die. But no, they didn't. They had a Commence command to kill me off. Well, anyways, is it creativity? Verdict on the deck. I think it's pretty good. Might be the best of the creativity bunch. We lost against Angels. I mean, we just got rolled. The Negate in the main deck should maybe be something else. Storm's rough, who knows. It's a little reactive. Like the deck to be proactive, but yeah, this just sucked. I don't know, like this type of deck might just not be that well positioned. Red-black, mid-range, if it has tools like my opponent had in that last game, feels like it is ahead. It's hard to say. I mean, my opponent kind of like had it all. I feel like, I mean, you can always have a better draw, but those last two games I just played, I felt like, I don't know, some mightier power was on my opponent's side. So it's hard to make a judgment just from that game, that match. All right, guys, that was Hulk Creativity. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. If you haven't yet, subscribe. I would highly appreciate it. Grow the channel. We had 2,800 subscribers already. That is mighty huge. I'm enjoying the ride, and I'm going to put out more content weekly. Yeah, thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye, everybody.